A follower reached out asking if I would be interested in receiving her mother's wedding dress. Both her and her sister made the decision to send off the dress in hopes that it might find another home or that it might be used to take apart for use in other dresses. And she enclosed some photocopies of photos of Emma and Claire from their November 5th, 1950 wedding, which took place at the little church around the corner in New York City. And there's an image of that. The reception was also New York City at a hotel, and there is an image of that. She said that Claire adored the ballet and designed her wedding dress inspired by the Field, probably pronouncing that wrong, ballet in New York, and had it custom made for her in Brooklyn based on that ballet. So you can see the ballet influence here on the dress, and we have the ballet length or T-length on it and the tulle. And it's too small to fit on my dress form, so I put it on a hanger. And it's got a very short side zipper, but it has silk lace on it. Beautiful. But unfortunately, lace oftentimes does not hold up well from time, especially very fine laces such as this, and that it is made out of silk. And the underarms just have completely disintegrated. So this is why they thought perhaps that I could use it for salvage, but I'm going to try to save it. So I basted the top edge in hopes of being able to wash it without it tearing further. So I did retro wash, and then I'm using a fabric sling underneath, and I did a 1 hour soak, and look at that water. And I rinsed it, and then I'm doing 1 cup of sodium perborate, which can be used on silk. And I kept the water temperature. For silk, you want to keep it at 88 or below. And again, using that fabric sling. And then I submerged it and covered it. Those are actually parts of a cake stand. And I let it go for 12 hours. And there's a little more yellowing coming out. Rinsed it. And now to wash off the sodium perborate. And then rinse it. And you can see here, look at how white it has become. But of course, yes, those underarms are gone. So I did some towel rolling after it was done dripping. And I hated to do this, but there was no saving it. So I cut off that upper portion of lace because I had an idea, which long story short ended up not happening. But this is where I started. And sometimes that's how these projects go. You start with one idea and you end up in a completely different spot. So these are the pieces that I then made some pattern pieces from. But in the meantime, I removed that zipper. I'm going to put a longer one in because that's going to allow me to put it on a dress form. And just doing that, just doing this working of the zipper, the lace in the bodice is just continuing to tear. It's so fragile. I just ended up, which I didn't, again, I was not planning on doing this, and I hated to have to do it, but I had to remove the lace from the bodice. The skirt lace has held up just perfectly fine. So I put in a zipper again. This time I did it by hand, and then I wasn't quite sure what I was going to do with the straps and whatnot, but I did make spaghetti straps, and then I snipped one of the straps. So I made that little cover to cover it, which actually I think turned out pretty cute. And I played around with the dress literally for a day and a half. Could not figure out how to get the balance right. I wanted to reincorporate lace. 4 a.m, I woke up. I came up with this idea, and this is what I ended up doing. So I had this lace that I had purchased from Etsy a while back, and I made a little topper from it. And I just felt like that kind of went back to the original design of the dress in a way, kind of honored it, because I just did not feel like just adding the lace to the top from above was the right balance. But I feel like now that this was a workable solution, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. The dress brightened up beautifully, so that is wonderful. And the top is removable. So if a person does just want it, with the spaghetti strap top, they certainly could. But I think the little fringe on the ends of the lace is just a lovely little touch. And now the dress is saved and wearable once again, 75 years later.